it was really, really calm for just a few moments there, and I really thought it was just going to continue on for a little bit longer than it did. And that was just been creepy. Honestly, the calm and the birds in the background, that's more worrying than any of the deep, depressing music we're used to. Anyway, let's continue playing the Darkest Dungeon. We are about to do a short champion mission. Largely so we can get these lot restored somewhat, I think. We have some negatrates we're trying to get rid of, and obviously they'll lower some... They'll lose some stress from this as well. I should probably actually spend effort and get rid of it next round, maybe. So I'm going to do 2 rounds. But either way, we have a short adventure in the Weald, and I figure I might as well go with it. And let's go find another short adventure, actually. Not today. We have all 4 of the bosses now unlocked, which is kind of what I'm thinking towards at the moment. I think we have a party that might be able to do it, but we shall definitely have to see how things go. In fact, actually, based on that, well, let's just say I have plans in mind. They possibly were involving them as well, actually, which is why I'm thinking here. But we'll put Shooter Gun back at the back here. I know we do need to level up Newbunkle, but he can go... Actually, he's a bit far behind. Alright, no, it will be you. We'll gamble with this. It'll need... The short adventure will give him enough experience points so he can definitely do things next time. So anyway, we take a stack of food, which I'm going to make a full stack because this is a weakened party, effectively. These are all level 5 rather than any level 6s. 1 of each, and a stack of torches. Okay, little overkill, but we have the money anyway. I spent quite a lot putting people into stress relief and also upgrading some equipment. Oh, no. Nearly forgot the trinkets again. Wouldn't be the first time, of course. So, we'll go with that, and we will go with the Brawler's Gloves. Counterbalances that, lowers your crit chances. The only thing I don't like about it particularly, but going with something like that is somewhat worse. Maybe that would be okay. Yeah, that might be okay, actually. Wheel Tacticians, you do additional damage in the Weald anyway, which is always nice. You have a full set of negatraits. We'll hope to augment that somewhat. So I'm going to take a double bonus to your skills here, so you can now do 10 to 20, and you are pretty much a main hitter. You are going to have the stress box and the head. Actually, didn't we have a way around this? What was our usual pick with this? Yeah. That and then the tough ring or something of that nature, I suppose. Or possibly with Life Crystal. Yeah, that was it. Life Crystal and Walk of Fury is the way to go with you. And finally at the back we have a increased stun chance, which might be worth it. Newbunkle is our stunner, but he's not in a position to actually use his stun skills. Nah, that's the wrong position for him, really. Still, we'll take him along anyway. He'll just be hound harrying his way through this. So, in order to augment that, I suppose the best thing to do he's going to cause bleed damage, so we can't give him that. Calming Crystal for additional dodge, and we'll also take give you the Sun Cloak, I suppose, because the cudgel's not really going to be that helpful to him in this sort of environment. He's not going to be stunning a lot of things. That I think will do. Okay, short adventure to embark on. Then after this, we'll see how our level 0 party is doing, and send them out. In fact, they might actually need upgrades. In fact, I'm fairly certain they do. So that might be what this particular short adventure is funding. Well, that and getting a few more people up to level 5 weapons, armor, and skills. But that's the ultimate long-term goal at this point. Beyond than that, before taking on any of the bosses. I've been talking about this for some time now. It almost feels as if I need to do it soon. 90% of the rooms need to be explored. And as we can see, we have one encounter coming up. Heirlooms. 4 deeds. Since we know there's not an encounter until we get to the end of this, I might as well just run the torch down a little bit. Okay. Anti-venom allows us to do a proper search, and some gold.
In Radiance, may we find...
Okay, and a group of bandits. Right. We'll start with a stun. And I think we're continuing with the stun, really.
A devastating blow.
Now, that might have not been the best way to do it, but I figure doing the damage and trying to get one of these killed is probably a reasonable plan. Especially as I can now hound rush him.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy.
Unfortunately, we are taking some damage, and we don't have a lot of healing. Right. These are all human. Let's go for bounty. Slice and nice. First thing to note, we're nearly dead. Second thing to note, stunnage. And the dog unfortunately missed. So now whether we can kill you before we lose anybody here. Stun works. And finally I'm going to leave... Darn it. He's the one I really worry about a lot of the time, but ultimately he's not that much of a threat right now. If I transform what? I'd have a... Let's go for it. Slam. Unfortunately it's dodged. But it moves you out of a slice and dice range, I suppose, so it's got that going for it. Not really liking this so far. Bounty, please. That's what I don't like, the fact that you keep missing. There we go.
Is broken. Maintain the offensive.
The rest of this I can kind of deal with, I suppose. We'll stun you. So I can go for the rake, which is a probable kill on one of them. Next, this. Bleed resist, he's on 6 hit points. And he's out. Okay, time for some healing.
A faint hope blossoms.
Okay, he's marked. Resistive debuff though. Alright, transform back. And then you can go for some self-healing, I think, actually. So you're pretty much the only person still absolutely unaffected and not able to fight here. He still has an action left, of course, but I'm going to take the lick wounds action here.
Eradicated.
Alright then, thankfully we got some more food. This is kind of why I stacked additional food, because I was conscious that we didn't have a good healer. But that went rather too badly for our first encounter, really. Okay, second encounter's coming up. As inevitably it has to. Yeah, now we're basically out of food.
Nature herself.
This has not been a particularly nice dungeon to us thus far already. But it's only short, we only have a couple more to go through, probably. Okay. We have a bandage for this. And we are granted some loot.
Waiting to be spent.
Okay, a nice, easy... Well, this is actually a really easy encounter, actually, if they've been surprised as well. So, how to take this on. Stun the dog. Stun you as well. Okay. There's 3 misses. You've got a good hit chance, by the way. It's not as if he's terrible. He's bad at hitting. He's got 100%. Hellions would be worse off. But okay, we're left with the 2 weak bone militias. 7 and some dodge debuff, but that's all good. Manacle stun. I'll have a go at this anyway. Actually just isn't there at the moment. I don't think you do have a dodge chance, so it's not as if it's... What is your actual hit? 78%.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
So about 4 in 5 then. But either way, he's dead now.
Give them no quarter.
The worry will be if we encounter something that's actually dangerous in this area.
So too will resistance.
We don't have we don't have any food left. Thankfully, though, that's an avoidable battle because we can go up and finish the quest that way. Looks as if we're gonna get some food out of this at least.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Okay, so we're more sorted on the hit point front. Remember the trap was there. And another curiosity coming up. Some more stashed heirlooms. And Swift's cloak.
Often low on supplies.
Doesn't seem all that good, actually. Still, it's ours.
As the light gains purchase,
It'll be worth something at the end.
spirits are lifted,
And here we go. This is the encounter I was worrying about. Right. So really, at this point, what I should be concentrating on is preventing us from being marked. At least initially. Because she is going to cause me some stress issues if I leave her there. So that's your second job. In fact, we're probably going to be dog biscuiting after this. Alright, next up. Mark you and lower your protection score as well as an added bonus. Now if we can stun you before you ever go. Excellent. And him being at the back there has now allowed me to get into position with other things, so... And again, should have used the dog biscuits. So I can go to the beast vial. I'm actually just going to stun you out this round. Oh, maybe not. Okay, resisted, and you got some blight damage coming up to you. Confusion spores.
dazed, reeling.
And the party is shuffled, but thankfully this isn't so terrible with this party. The downside is we're now suffering mass blight issues. I'm going to put a retribution strike on you. That does kill you actually, so all good. Uppercut. Resisted the move but was stunned. We need to finish you off really. Okay. Can you even do anything from there? I don't think you can. Well, the witch is dead.
Unforeseen, unforgiving.
Blackjack. We're buying time at least, that's something. Gonna mark it for death again because I need to deal with it. Okay. Blackjack. Didn't work this time. Transformation then I think is the name of the game right now. Slam. Crit stun. There we go. This line will not break. This is... yeah, I need to move you back actually looking at this. Okay. Additional damage is done, but I might as well take him out. Otherwise we have this sort of thing happening. Rain of Blight, which is working. Bolster at the back. Okay. Go for another slam here. Move you straight to the front. I was really, really hopeful that... I feel faint. Another bolster then. Okay. Finish off this fungal thing. We've made a meal of this. We're already in the 6th round, I've just noticed. Gonna uppercut for the stun chance. And there comes the tree. Rolf? Okay. Rage. Rage is dodged. You're now gonna need to do your dog biscuit. So I should have done a while back, but there we go. 18 done. Next up, I'm gonna go for another uppercut because I want to stun him for a round if I can. Alright, bought ourselves the round. The stress is becoming a problem. We can fix that in the next combats if we need to. Skin burns. Hound rush. Still under the effect of a dog biscuit, so that should be okay. More bolster for dodge. Collect bounty, right. He's down to lethal damage now. He dies regardless of what happens from now on.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
Do not like the way that's gone though. This is how we have it and transform you. And then we'll see how many hit points we can actually recover from this mess. Goodness, is at least you'll slightly deal with your stress doing this. More bolstering. Lick wounds. And for the sake of it, I'm marking you as a target. And missing.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Right, well this is something akin to a disaster at this point. Still, what's the worst that can happen now? And he resists. Okay. So we get a double scout. There is one more encounter to go. Oh, I've just had a thought. Stress of defeat. Without any, we needed 2 shovels to go that direction, and I'd already committed to it. So 5,000 gold returned. We're in profit for the adventure at least, but Holy Bones. Intense craving for alcohol, and Weapon Tinker, which unfortunately replaced a useful ability. And Connor has become clumsy again. I'm sure he was clumsy before. So with that having been done, and us making 0 progress,
I have seen pale in comparison to that final crowning thing. I could not look, nor could I look away.
I'm going to treat you for your clumsiness. I'm going to treat you for your new disease. Debuncle didn't have anything going on that time. And Holy Bones can cure the intense craving for alcohol. Right, well that happened, and overall, that was not successful at all. I probably could have tried pushing it, but we'd have hit stress point. We didn't have a lot of hit points left. And it's my fault for going without a healer. If I'd have taken an occultist with us, we'd have probably been okay. Oh well. So next time, we will look towards potentially doing this. I might hold off around and just see what's available, mission-wise, and try something else. Especially if we're trying to do a medium. We'll do a short one, actually. Okay, I might end up doing that then. With a short champion mission, we'll get some people leveled up, probably a Shadowhawk and Lost Navigator, and we will see. So, until then.